Okay, so let us continue the discussion. In the last lecture, we have covered section 9 and section 5 of the CGST Act and IGST Act respectively. These sections deal with the topic of levy and collection. So let me share now with you my notepad. So what basically we have covered, if you remember. Levy and collection. Section 9(1), I will deal only with subsection 1 right now, and section 5(1). If I do not write the act, that means it is CGST by default. If I write the act, then of course it is that respective act. So I'm not writing any act in front of 9(1), that means it is CGST, and 5(1), if I'm writing that means it is IGST. If you remember 9(1) and 5(1), what they were saying, if you remember the language, what they were saying. As far as 9(1) of CGST is concerned, it says that all own intrastate supplies, except supply of alcoholic liquor for human consumption, there will be a central tax. And it is levied at which rate? The rate is which rate? Which government will notify on the recommendations of the council. Similarly, if you read 5(1), what it says, that on interstate supplies, there will be integrated tax. And which rate? The rates which are notified by the government on the recommendations of the GST council. So now I need to show you the original notifications. This is what I will show you today. Notifications I will show you. How notifications are to be read. So I will show you the notifications which are issued for these sections. Now, since I'm talking about rates, I told you that for each act, for example, it is CGST Act, there are two categories of notifications, CGST Act itself and CGST Act rates. Similarly, for IGST Act, there are two notifications, Act itself and IGST rates. GST compensation cess. Act itself and cess rates. So one category is related to the language of the act and one is related which will tell you only the rates. Similarly, if I say CGST, by default you will be having SGST, Act, rates, UTGST, Act, rates. That's it. Now 9(1) of CGST deals with notification for rates. So I have to check the website of the CBIC and I will show you the rates. So what purpose will be served by showing you these notifications? The purpose will be I don't know where that slide has gone. Let me again rewrite it, that what I have explained. So today's discussion will be on notifications, and for each act, whether it is IGST Act, CGST Act, SGST Act, there will be act itself and rates. Our 9.1 and 5.1 deals with rates notification. So here, these notifications will tell me the rates. Rates on what? Rates on goods and services. We have different tax rates for goods. We have different tax rates for services. When I say single tax, it is single tax, but rates are not single. We have multiple layers of tax rates. For some product, we have 0%, 5%, 12%, 18%, 28%, 6%, etc., etc. So I need to show you the notification, then I will simplify those notifications for you, how you should learn. But the purpose of these notifications is to cover a topic. So after reading the notification, which topic will be covered? Topic which will be covered is classification of goods and services. How do you classify the goods and services for the purpose of rates? As far as rates are concerned, how do you classify those? So I need to show you the notifications. So let me share you the website of the, share with you the website. I hope the website is visible. If not visible, then only inform me. Otherwise, I will assume that it is visible. So it is the website of CBIC, the Board of Indirect Tax and Customs. Now GST came into India on 1st July 2017. And the notification, now with effect from 1st July 17, the suppliers had to charge GST. They couldn't charge VAT, excise, etc. But they must know at what rate they should charge. So the notification which told us the rates, that notification came 3 days ago, just 3 days ago before 1st July, and the day was 28th June 17. So let me show you that first notification of IGST rate. So click GST, and then within GST, click notifications. Within notification, there are so many categories: central tax rate, integrated tax rate, UT tax rate, compensation cess rate. I need to check for the timing integrated tax rate. Now in this, select 2021 rather than 2021. From right side, you should select that year 17. It will show you the notifications of 17, and then click first notification. Go at the last, and this is my first notification. As you can see, the highlighted text 01/2017 integrated tax within bracket rate, dated 28th June 2017. Click this, view. It is very lengthy notification. Now you can see this notification. It is being downloaded. Since it is lengthy, so it is taking a little bit time. Okay, now I hope it is visible to you now. This is that first notification. You can see the heading Government of India, Ministry of Finance, Department of Revenue. Notification number 117, integrated tax rate published by from New Delhi, 28 June 2017. Every notification is legally binding on everyone, on the government as well as on the taxpayers. Why? Because every notification is having same backing just like the act. Every notification is issued under the powers of the act. And whenever you read any notification, it will tell you under which power it has been issued. So what it says, in exercise of the powers conferred by subsection 1 of section 5 of the Integrated Goods and Services Tax Act. So section 5 subsection 1, if you remember, it says that on interstate supply there will be integrated tax at which rate, which are notified. So this is how these are notified. The central government on the recommendations of the council hereby notifies the rate of the integrated tax of. So these are 6 different rates given: 5%, 12%, 18%, 28%, 3%, 0.25%. And in this notification itself, there are 6 different schedules: Schedule 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Schedules are also written in the act also. With acts also, it is possible that schedules are written. So just because wherever you see the word schedule, don't assume that these are the schedules given behind the act or at the last pages of the act. No, it is possible that those schedules are separately mentioned other than the act, just like here these are mentioned. Here these schedules are those, as the language says, which are appended to this notification. It means what? That when I'm saying schedules 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the purpose of rates, don't assume that these schedules are those which are written in the IGST Act. These are those schedules which are written in this notification itself. Let me show you that. This is my schedule 1. And similarly, you have 6 schedules in the notification itself. What it says after this, that shall be levied on interstate supplies of goods, not services. It says only goods. So every single word has a relevance. The description of which is specified in the corresponding entry in column number 3 of the said schedules. So the third column is description of goods, falling under the tariff item, subheading, heading, or chapter as the case may be, as specified in the corresponding entry in column number 2 of the said schedules. So let me show you now. This is how the rates are implemented across the nation. 5%, schedule 1 items. So these are some headings. Now these numerical 0, 3, 0, 3, 0, 3, 0, 4, etc. These are based on Customs Tariff Act. Customs. Now these are those numerical figures which are recognized across the world, because to import goods, when goods are imported, it is possible that one good is known as this notepad, one good is known as this letterpad or notepad here. Maybe in another country it is known by a different name, because the language of every country is different, and maybe it is possible that what I am saying to one good here, another person is calling that good by different name in another country. So how we can check which rate is applicable? So to make sure that harmonization concept, or to make sure that uniformity prevails, to make sure that tax evasion doesn't happen, to make sure that people don't face any hurdles, to make sure that custom officers don't feel any type of disturbance or burden because of different languages, every good has been given a code. These are those codes which we have copied as it is from the custom list which is prepared by United Nations. I will show you that later on, that entire list, that how we have copied that list, because all the nations have come together to form a common list of goods. As far as services are concerned, we don't have any common list of services, because for these services, the work is going on, and maybe after 5 to 10 years, we'll be having common list of services also. But till today, we don't have common list of services. Every country is having its own list. But for goods, we have common list. So every nation in the world is following the same pattern, same code numbers. So these are those goods which are in 5%. Hundreds and thousands of goods are there, which is not necessary for you to learn. But you must be having an idea that how in real life we check. And what you need to learn is the different tax rates. It can be a question that how many different rates are applicable as far as GST is concerned when you supply the goods. So it is fish is 5%. Then you can see it's a lengthy list. Okay. Vegetables which are frozen, grapes, dried grapes, etc. So I'm telling you some common items. Sunflower seeds, olive oil. So these are in 5%. Then after 5%, we are having 12% category, schedule 2. As you can see, it is schedule 2. Live horses, meat of bovine animals, meat of swine, meat of sheep, meat of horses, etc. So meat is mostly covered in 12% category. Cheese 12%. Dry fruits 12%. Jams, jellies 12%. Namkeens 12%. Then we have 18%. Schedule 3, condensed milk. BD wrapper leaves, sugar confectionaries, ice creams, and bread. Then we have 28%. All tobacco products, etc., are also covered in 28%, where government feels that the people should pay at high tax just to discourage the products, or where the products are consumed by those people who have paying capacity. As you can see here, pan masala, unmanufactured tobacco, cigars, cigarettes, paints. These are at 28. Beauty or makeup preparations for care of skin, sunscreen, suntan preparations, manicure, pedicure, hair dyes. These all are 28% taxed. Shaving creams, deodorants. Okay, these are at high rate. Fireworks, 28%. How in real life, every person, every consultant or every taxpayer check this list on the basis of taking a decision at what rate the product which he or she is selling is taxed. Then after this we have 3% also. Schedule 5, 3%. Diamonds, etc. These are at 3%. And 0.25 also. So diamonds different categories. Some diamonds are taxed at 3%, some diamonds are taxed at 0.25% category. This is my 0.25% category. So these are 6 different categories of integrated tax rates. 5%, 12%, 18%, 28%, 3%, and 0.25%. Now similar tax rates, which are exactly half of these rates, you will find in the CGST rate notification, because everything must be same. IGST is the total of CGST plus SGST or UTGST. Let me show you the notification of CGST rate. You will find that each and every sentence of this notification is as it is same as compared to what? The word interstate, intrastate, and the rates which are exactly half. So let me show you the notification of CGST rate from the same website of CBIC. Now let me click the heading CGST rate rather than IGST rate. CGST rate 2017. Again, I'm checking my first notification. Again, it is as it is same, just like integrated tax notification. I would like to show you what is the difference, so that in future when you want to read the notification, you can understand that these two are same, except the difference is in the conceptual sentence or conceptual words which are required to be changed, like inter and intra. Rates must be exactly half. So let this notification be opened and let me discuss this also. Then I will simplify one table for you which you have to learn, which you must know. In the meantime, whenever you have any problem, you can ask anytime. Let this be opened. I hope it is visible. And as you can see, it is also 74 page because it cannot be changed. Everything is same. The only thing is heading is different now. It is notification number 117, central tax rate, published from New Delhi, same date. Now, under which powers it is issued. So this is changed. In exercise of the powers conferred by subsection 1 of section 9 of the CGST Act. Otherwise, everything is same. And what you can notice is that the rates are exactly half. 5 has become 2.5, 12 has become 6, 18 has become 9, 28 has become 14, 3 has become 1.2, 1.5, and 0.25 has become 0.125. Otherwise, everything is same. Language is as it is same categories and same thing. I hope this is clear now. I have shown you how we apply the act with the help of notification. Further, just by having the knowledge of act as well as notification is still wrong if I take a decision, because this notification has been issued on 1st July, or you can say on 28th June 17, and right now I am in 2021. So I need to, so many times this notification has been amended also. Some things have been deleted, some goods have been newly added, some goods have changed their category from 5% to 12, some from 12 to 5, etc, etc. So whenever you check any real life situation, always update yourself till the latest day or till the latest time. That is only acceptable. So my purpose was to only show you the original notification. Otherwise, there are more than 10 or 20 notifications till today which have changed this original notification by some values, by some points. But always check the latest notification. So that is sufficient for our level, that you can be having an idea that how we check the notifications and why these are having legal backing, because every notification is issued just like the act. Now let me simplify this table for you, and for the timing I have only shown you the notification which deals with tax rate in case of goods. I will show you separate notification which deals with GST rates in case of supply of services. Let me simplify first the table for you. So now let me simplify the table for you. So I'm discussing section 9.1 and 5.1 of IGST. Through this, I need rates of GST in case of supply of goods as well as supply of services. And now I'm taking the help of notification. This is what the act was saying. So there is a new question now, classification. I can frame a new question now for the purpose of not examination, but for the purpose of knowledge also. Classification of goods on the basis of rates. So how, when someone asks you a question that how many GST rates are applicable, how can you tell him or how can you tell her without reading this notification? So this topic technically we have covered only for the purpose of rates. Otherwise, I have to tell you later on what is the meaning of those codes also, numerical figure. So let me simplify it. Let me make a table for you to make you understand the concept in a simple way. It is interstate supply. On interstate supply, there is only one tax, IGST. It is intrastate supply. On intrastate supply, there are two rates, central and state, and then total. So it is CGST, SGST, oblique UTGST, and it is total. And here, what? Description of goods. What type of goods are these? So let me have different categories. Now, if you remember, now those notifications were starting from 5%, but there are some goods which are taxed at 0%, or you can say those are exempt. So we are having one rate, which is nil rate. And description of goods separately, I will discuss. Other than this, if you remember the notification of IGST, what rates were there? 5%, 12, 18, 28. And after 28, do you remember? What was that? 3. And after 3, what was that? 0.25. Now, similarly, when I see CGST Act, these will become exactly half. So nil by 2 is equal to nil. 5 when divided by 2 becomes 2.5, 6, 9, 14, 1.5, 0.125, and the same rate, of course, of SGST and UTGST also by default. If you see the notification of those respective states, you will find same notifications. Total becomes nil, 5. And of course, this will be tally with IGST because IGST is the total of these two. And what are the description? Goods which are written in where? Which are mentioned in Schedule 1. Schedule 1 of not the act, Schedule 1 of the notification that concerned notification, whichever was that. Similarly, these are mentioned in Schedule 2 of the notification. These are mentioned in Schedule 3 of the notification, Schedule 4 of the notification, 5 of the notification, 6 of the notification. So this is what we got to know after reading these two notifications, that how and what type of different rates are applicable still today in India. So if someone says there is one rate, then that is wrong. In fact, there are multiple rates. But what is the benefit which has come because of GST? Earlier, the same product was taxed at different rate in different states. In Delhi, the same product was taxed at different rate. In Haryana, the same product was taxed at different rate. In Chennai, the same product was taxed at different rate. In Punjab, it was having a different rate. So there were tax evasion. Where it was high tax rate, people were evading the taxes by sending those goods without bill. Now, still today, there is a huge tax evasion going on in case of GST, but that is, at least we are trying to make sure that the evasion doesn't take place. So what has first benefit which has become now is that same product is applicable at same rate across the nation. If laptop is taxed at 18% in Delhi, it will be taxed at 18% in any state. This is one benefit. That for same product, there is no different tax. Across the nation, we have single rate for one product. That's it. But still, the rate is not single. As you can see, we have 0, 5, 12, 18, 28, 3.25. Apart from this, we have one another notification. So there is a separate notification. Other than this first notification, we have a separate notification, where in case of intra-state supplies, only intra-state, we have a special rate of only 3%. These are some supplies on which special rate of 3% central. So by default 3% state and total becomes 6%. But these supplies are not for interstate. So this special rate or special provision is not for interstate supply. For intrastate supply only we have a special tax rate in case of some supplies, which the discussion is for later classes. For the time being, this table is sufficient, and we have covered one question, that how do we classify the goods, and these are the only rates which are applicable in India as far as GST is concerned. Please raise your hand if this is clear. Okay, very good. Now I need to show you the notification. Still same section is going on, 9.1 and 5.1. But now I need to show you the notification which tells me the tax rate in case of services. So that is having separate notification number. It was having notification number 8 as far as integrated tax is concerned, and it was having notification number 11 as far as central tax is concerned. So let me again share with you the website. Now let me show you notification number 8, which came in 2017 and on 28th June 2017. So I hope that by having a look at these notifications, you are getting something new. If you have not read these notifications, at least now you can try reading any notification whenever you face any difficulty in any act, not only GST, but in any act. Now this is another notification. As you can see, it is notification number 8, 2017, integrated tax rate, published from New Delhi on 28 June 17. And what it says, first line: in exercise of the powers conferred by subsection 1 of section 5, subsection 1 of section 6 and clause 3. Now there are so many other sections also. That means same notification can be used in other section also. But my purpose is to tell you for the time being 9.1 and 5.1. If I'm saying 5.1, it is integrated tax. If I'm saying section 9 subsection 1, it is central goods and services tax. So I am discussing with you integrated tax. So these are interstate supplies. And in 5.1, as per this notification, as per this section, it has been issued. What it says: the central government, on the recommendation of the council, on being satisfied that it is necessary in the public interest so to do, hereby notifies the integrated tax on interstate supply of services. So the language used is only services. In that earlier notification, the language used was goods. Now services of description as specified in column number 3 of the table below, falling under chapter section or heading of scheme of classification of services as specified in column number 2 shall be levied at the same rate as specified in the corresponding entry in column number 4, subject to the conditions as specified in the corresponding entry in column number 5 of the set table. In case of goods, there was no condition. There were only 3 columns. Serial number was my first column, then codes, second column, and third column was name of those goods. The tax rate was common. So whatever is column number 4 here, in case of supply of services, whatever is column number 4 here, in case of goods, they have written this column number 4 in the heading just like schedule 1, 5%, schedule 2, 12%, etc. And that was unconditional tax. There was no condition involved. But here we have some conditions also, that this is the rate if these are the conditions. Further, as I told you earlier, in case of goods, we are following what the entire world is following. The list of framed by the United Nations, where every member is the every country is the member. So we are following common list. But for services, every nation is following own list. That is why we don't have any special codes. We have some chapters which we have framed. Now here there are no different schedules. Every service is separately taxed, and there is no category of schedule that these services are taxed under this rate, etc. Because the list of services is not big as compared to, or unlike the category of goods. The list of goods is huge, but list of services is small. So these are the rates. So you can say different rates, 18%. You have to learn these, but not for examination level, but for the purpose of real life, 12%, etc. Then we have 5%, 9%. In the column of rate, we have some different language also. Rather than rate, they are writing something. Now see this example, what they are writing. In some cases, they are writing the rate. In some cases, what they are writing, same rate of integrated tax. Same rate of integrated tax as on supply of like goods involving transfer of title in goods. So what do I mean by this? In case of goods, when you supply, we supply the title also. That means ownership is also transferred. That is known as supply. But in case of services, so many times I do not transfer the ownership. I only transfer what? Right to use my good. For example, if I have my car, I'm not selling my car to my friend. I am transferring the right to use my car to my friend for 2 months, for which I am charging 20,000 rupees. For example, I am transferring the right to use my car by my friend for 2 months, for which I am charging 20,000. It is a supply of service. I am supplying a service. And what is this service? Right to use my good. Now question arises, on this service of 20,000 rupees, how much GST you will charge? So government says, in those cases where you transfer the right to use the goods, same rate you will charge had you transferred the title in goods. So had you transferred the car, what tax rate is applicable? Same rate you charge when you transfer the right to use that good. This is what the point is. So in services, this is a new column which was not required in case of goods category. Then we have 28% also. Race course, Indian Premier League tickets, etc., etc. Now this is notification number 8. Similar notification is there in CGST also. Let me show you that, so that you get an idea that what you are basically doing. CGST, but in CGST this notification number was was 11th number, because serial number of notification can change. Why? Because in intrastate we have more concepts, so more clarity, more sections are there as compared to integrated text. So it was serial number 11. So never think that why the number is different. Numbers can be different, but language will be same. So which was having notification number 8 in integrated text to tell me the supply of services tax rate, it is notification number 11, because maybe 8 and 11 the difference is in 9, 10. There must be two other notifications also which were required only for intrastate supplies, not for interstate supply. That is why those were not required in IGST. So the sequence number is what? 8 in integrated tax, 11 coincidentally has become in CGST tax. CGST. So it is notification number 11, central tax rate. Here it has been issued under section 9 subsection 1. Everything is same. It is intrastate supply of service. Everything is same. You can see word to word everything is same. The only change is what? The rates have become exactly half. What was 18 there, it has become 9 here. That's it. This is what I wanted to show you. So let me share now with you and what I noted down. Let me prepare a small table for you so that you know that what different tax rates are applicable as far as services are supplied. So let me share that. You can note it down, and if you don't want to note it down, at least you can understand this with the help of that. We are not supposed to learn these notifications, but it is necessary that I show you these notifications and you know the original source. So same section is going on, but now I am covering what? I hope this screen is visible. I am now covering within the same section classification of services. Interstate, IGST, intrastate. CGST, SGST/UTGST. Total. Description of services. So different categories. Now, if you remember the category of rates of IGST in case of goods, what the rates were? 0%, which are exempt, 5%, 12%, 18%, 28%, 3%, and 0.25%. These were the rates in case of interstate supply of goods. In services, the rates are different. but 5 rates are same. So here the rate is what? First is nil, so it is same, you can say. The goods which are exempt, nil rate. Then we have 5%, but before 5% in this we have a new rate 1.5%, which was not there in case of goods. Then 5%. After 5 in case of goods the rate was 12%. Here we have a new rate 7.5%. Then 12%. Then 18%. Then what? 28% is also same. And remaining I will tell you later on. So if these are the rates, so what are new basically? The new is this rate. This rate is new. It was not there in case of goods. It is a new rate. This 7.5 is new. It is not there in case of goods. It is there in case of this. And similarly, in case of goods, now which rates are not there? This 3% is not there in case of services, and 0.25 is not there in case of services. So this you should remember. So in CGST exactly it will become half nil. 1.25 becomes 0.75. 5 becomes 2.5. It becomes 3.75. And it is 6%. It is 9%. It is 14%. So similarly, same rates in this. And the total is nil. 1.5, 5, 7.5, 12, 18, because the total should tally with IGST. Now, so services list we have to learn, but there are no schedules unlike in case of goods. In case of this notification services, we don't have any schedules. We have to learn. Now, I told you there is a separate notification in case of goods also as well as in case of services also, that in some cases of intrastate supplies, the tax rate is only 3% central. So by default, 3% other, total 6, but this is not allowed in case of interstate. This rate is not allowed. Then, and next, I told you, I showed you also that in some cases, same rate is applicable. In case of services, same rate as applicable when title in goods is transferred. This is what new. Same rate of what? Same rate of IGST. This you should remember. So in central again, what I will write? Same rate of CGST when title in goods is transferred. Similarly, in case of SGST, what I will write? Same rate of SGST. Detail you can write yourself, oblique UTGST, when title in goods is transferred. So in total, what I will write? Same rate of IGST and, sorry, not IGST, CGST and SGST, oblique UTGST, when the title is transferred. That's it. This is what the point is. So this is how we have covered two questions. How do we classify the services on the basis of tax rates? So in case of services also, you cannot say that there is a single rate. But one thing is sure, for one type of service or for same service, we have single rate across these states. But still, you cannot say that all services are taxed at one rate. No, it's not allowed. It's not possible. Now, when you want to conclude this, what conclusion you can make? Let me wind up within 2 minutes. How can I sum up the discussion? First, common rates. Hurry up. Can you try to tell me common rates of goods and services? Which rates were common? Can you try to tell? It was 0%, 5, 12, 18, and 28. This was common. Now, in this case also, schedules are given, but those schedules are only for goods. There is no such schedules. When rates may be same, but presentation is different. In case of services, you don't have any schedules. 0% is not in any schedule. It is schedule 1, schedule 2, schedule 3, schedule 4. Then we have rate only in case of goods. If I say case of goods, it means supply. By default, supply is there. Which rate was there only in case of goods? 3% and 0.25%. 3% was in schedule 5 and this is in schedule 6. Which rate is applicable only when you supply service? याद है किसी को? Services, in the case of services, the rate was 1.5% and 7.5. This was only in case of services. And one rate again only in case of service, because that is not applicable in case of goods. And the language was same rate when title in goods, had title in goods been transferred, or when title in goods is transferred. And do you remember one more rate that is also common rate in case of supply of goods and services, but that is only for intrastate. That rate was 3% plus 3% is equal to 6%, but it is applicable only for intrastate. This special rate is not applicable for interstate. Now that's all from my side. We have only covered till today section 9 subsection 1 of CGST and section 5 subsection 1 of IGST. Now that's all from my side. Goodbye, and if you have any problem, you can please wait and ask me the doubts. Thanks.